Welcome to Read and Learn English, the place where we learn English together while exploring stories that touch the heart and inspire growth. If you are here, it means you want more than just grammar or vocabulary. You want to feel, understand, and heal while improving your English. You want stories that teach life lessons, calm your mind, and help you grow emotionally and mentally. You are in the right place. On this channel, we focus on stories that are easy to understand for beginner and intermediate learners. Each story is written in simple English with clear sentences and meaningful lessons. You will not just read or listen. You will feel the words, repeat them, and use them in your own life. That is how you learn English naturally, while also learning about yourself. Today, we are going to explore a story called The Art of Letting Go. This story is about finding peace, releasing pain, and learning to love yourself. Many of us hold on to old mistakes, heartbreaks, or fears. We carry them like heavy stones in our hearts. But holding on can stop us from growing and living fully. This story will guide you through gentle steps to release those burdens, find inner calm, and turn struggles into strength. While reading, we will also practice simple English phrases together. Phrases like, I forgive, I am enough, or I choose peace are not just sentences. They are tools to help your mind, heart, and language grow at the same time. You can repeat them, write them down, and use them in your daily life. By the end of this story, you will feel lighter, calmer, and more confident. You will see how emotional healing and English learning can happen together. You will learn that letting go is not just a story. It is a practice that you can carry into every part of your life. So, take a deep breath, relax, and let's begin this journey together. Welcome to Read and Learn English, where every word helps your heart and your English grow. Understanding emotional pain. Sometimes pain does not show on your face, but it lives quietly inside you. It hides behind your smile, your busy day, and your tired eyes. Emotional pain is not like a cut or a wound you can see. It is invisible, but it feels heavy. It comes from heartbreak, disappointment, guilt, or loss. It visits everyone, and sometimes it stays longer than we want. But today, you will begin to understand it, slowly, gently, and with care. When you feel pain, it can feel like chaos inside your heart. Your thoughts move fast. You ask, why did this happen? Or, what did I do wrong? You may not find answers, and that makes you feel more lost. This is the chaos of inner struggle, when emotions are loud but unclear. You want peace, but your heart is full of noise. Understanding emotional pain is the first quiet step toward healing. It is not about removing the pain immediately. It is about learning to listen to it. Imagine a young person who dreamed of studying abroad. They worked hard, but one day they received an email. We regret to inform you. Their dream was gone in one sentence. At first, they felt angry, then sad, then empty. Days passed, and they thought, I will never try again. But over time, they began to say different words. I am sad, but I am learning. This change, from silence to expression, is where healing begins. When you find words for your pain, it no longer controls you. Language is powerful. When you say, I am hurting, you are not weak. You are being brave. You are choosing to see your emotion instead of hiding from it. In English, we can use simple sentences to express this awareness. I feel sad today. I feel angry. I feel lost. I feel tired. These short sentences are strong because they name your truth. They turn confusion into clarity. When you say them aloud, you start to understand yourself better. Let us look at another story. A man lost his job after many years. He felt shame. He told himself, "I am a failure." Every morning, he woke up with heavy thoughts. He stopped talking to his friends. One day, a friend called him and said, "You are not your job. You are a kind person. You are learning." Slowly, he began to speak to himself differently. Instead of, "I am a failure," he tried, "I am learning to begin again." This small change in language opened a small door in his heart. That door led to hope. This is the contrast we are learning: chaos versus clarity, pain versus understanding. When you only feel the pain, your thoughts are cloudy. When you give your pain a name, the cloud begins to lift. The sky does not clear in one moment, but you start to see light. The simple sentence, "I am learning to understand my pain," becomes like a soft candle in the dark. You can repeat it now, slowly. "I am learning to understand my pain." Feel how the words sound. Feel how gentle they are. You are not pushing the pain away. You are learning to sit beside it with kindness. Emotional pain also teaches us about others. When we understand our own sadness, we start to see it in others too. We begin to speak with more care. We listen better. We use softer words. This is emotional awareness, the ability to feel deeply and respond with love. In English, this awareness shows in how we choose our words. Instead of saying, "I hate this," we can say, "This makes me sad." Instead of, "I can't do this," we can say, "This is hard for me right now." Gentle language helps us and others heal. You can practice this awareness by writing simple English sentences about your feelings. Try to finish sentences like these: "I feel because today I am, but I know it will pass. I am learning to." It does not matter if your grammar is not perfect. What matters is that your heart speaks. When you write, you bring your inner world into words. That is how you begin to understand it. Sometimes, emotional pain tells you that something important needs care. Like a light in the dark, it says, "Look here." Maybe you need to rest. Maybe you need to forgive. Maybe you need to dream again. Do not fear this signal. Listen to it. Say to yourself, "I am learning to understand what I feel." The word learning is important. It means you do not have to be perfect. You are in progress. Healing is not a race. It is a slow walk. You may wonder, will the pain ever end? The truth is, it changes shape. It becomes softer. It teaches you patience. It shows you strength. What feels like an end today can become a beginning tomorrow. Just like language learning, emotional healing takes time and gentle practice. You make small progress each day. One sentence, one deep breath, one kind thought. Step by step, your heart learns new ways to speak and to rest. Think about how you speak to yourself. Are your words soft or hard? Try this small exercise. Close your eyes and say these sentences in English. "I am safe now. I am learning every day. I am healing slowly. I am stronger than before." Feel each sentence. Let it rest in your heart like warm sunlight. These are healing phrases. They teach your heart and your mind to believe in peace again. Sometimes we think that pain means weakness, but in truth, it means growth. Pain breaks the walls we built to protect ourselves. It allows light to enter. Without pain, we might never learn compassion or understanding. You do not have to thank your pain, but you can learn from it. You can say, "This pain is my teacher." And just like learning English, you learn one lesson at a time. As we end this section, remember that emotional pain is not forever. It is a chapter, not your whole story. You are learning to understand what hurts, and that is the first step toward healing it. You are not lost. You are growing. You are not broken. You are becoming whole. Every gentle word you speak is part of your healing. Every small act of awareness is a victory. Take one slow breath now. Feel your chest rise and fall. You have already begun to heal simply by choosing to understand. In the next part, we will talk about what happens when we hold on to pain, how it feels, why we do it, and how we can begin to let it go. But for now, whisper softly to yourself, "I am learning to understand my pain," and know that even in this quiet moment, you are already changing. The weight of holding on. Sometimes we hold on to things that hurt us. We hold on to old words, old mistakes, and old memories. We think about them again and again. We replay what happened, trying to change it in our minds. But the past does not change. Only the way we carry it can change. When we keep holding on, our heart becomes heavy. It feels like walking with a stone in your hand every day. You forget what it feels like to be free. There was once a girl who made a mistake at work. It was small, but her boss was angry. Even after she fixed it, she could not stop thinking about it. Every night she heard her boss's voice in her head. She thought, "I am not good enough." Weeks passed, but the memory stayed fresh. She was holding on to that moment like a wound that never healed. One day, her friend said softly, "You are not that mistake. You are growing." Slowly, she began to see that her pain lived in her mind, not in the present moment. This is the truth for many of us. We hold on to anger, guilt, or regret because we think letting go means we are weak. We believe we must remember everything to protect ourselves. But in reality, holding on is what keeps us weak. It drains our energy, steals our sleep, and fills our days with sadness. The contrast is clear. When we cling to the past, we suffer. When we embrace the present, we heal. Imagine you are carrying a bag full of stones. Each stone is a memory, something someone said, something you regret, something that hurt you. Every day, you add another stone. The bag becomes heavier. You move slower. You feel tired all the time. One day, you stop and open the bag. You take out one stone and say, "I don't need this anymore." Then another, then another. Each time you do this, your body feels lighter. Your heart feels softer. This is what it means to let go. Sometimes we even hold on to pain because it feels familiar. We know it well. It becomes part of our story. Without it, we fear we will lose ourselves. But you are not your pain. You are more than what happened to you. The past helped you grow, but it does not define who you are today. Every day you can choose to say, "I release this. I choose peace." These are simple English sentences, but they hold deep emotional power. Try to repeat them now. I release this. I choose peace. Feel how light those words sound. Let us practice some useful English expressions that connect with this feeling. Holding on means keeping something inside, like a memory or emotion, even when it hurts. Letting go means allowing yourself to release that pain. And moving forward means choosing to live in the present, not the past. You can say, I am holding on to too much pain. I am learning to let go. I am ready to move forward. Say these sentences slowly. Let them become real for you. Now think of something small that still hurts. Maybe someone lied to you. Maybe you lost a chance you wanted. Maybe you hurt someone and cannot forgive yourself. Close your eyes and imagine placing that memory in your hand. Look at it gently, as if you are saying goodbye to an old friend. Whisper to yourself, I release this. I don't need to carry it anymore. Feel the space it leaves behind. That space is peace waiting to enter. When we refuse to let go, we live in yesterday. But life is happening today, right here, in this moment. The wind, the sunlight, your breath, all are part of the present. The more you live here, the less power your past will have. Each time you focus on the present, you say yes to peace. You can say in English, I live here now. This simple sentence can remind you to stay present. There was a man who could not forgive himself for something he said years ago. He replayed that moment in his mind hundreds of times. One day, his daughter asked, Why do you look sad every morning? He didn't know what to say. Later he looked at her and said, Because I keep thinking about something I cannot change. She smiled softly and said, Then change what you can. Today. Those words touched him deeply. From that day, he started doing one kind thing every morning, a small act of love. Slowly, his guilt turned into gratitude. He was learning to move forward. Letting go does not mean forgetting. It means accepting that the past cannot be changed. It means choosing peace over pain. It means forgiving yourself and others, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace. When you let go, you open your hands to receive something new. New hope, new dreams, new beginnings. You can practice this in your daily life. When a negative thought comes, say in English, I am learning to move forward. When you feel guilt, say, I forgive myself. When a memory hurts, say, I release this. These small phrases are more than language. They are healing tools. Every time you say them, you teach your mind to be gentle. Remember, the weight of holding on is not just in your heart. It lives in your body too. You feel tired, tense, or sick. But when you let go, you breathe easier. You smile more easily. You sleep more peacefully. It is not a big sudden change. It is soft and slow, like morning light entering a dark room. You have carried enough. You have held on long enough. It is time to begin releasing what no longer serves you. Each breath you take is a reminder that life moves forward. You can too. As we move to the next part, we will learn how to replace pain with something beautiful, self-love. Because after letting go, the heart needs something gentle to fill the space that pain once lived in. For now, take one more breath and repeat softly, I am learning to let go. I am ready to move forward. This is how healing begins. One calm breath, one kind word, one peaceful moment at a time. Learning the language of self-love. Now that we have learned to let go, it is time to turn toward yourself with kindness. Often, we are our own harshest critics. We replay mistakes in our minds and say things like, I am not good enough, or I always fail. These words feel heavy, like stones in your heart. They make healing slow because they keep your mind in a place of judgment. But there is another way, a gentle, caring way. This is the language of self-love. Self-love is not selfish. It is not about thinking you are perfect. It is about being gentle with yourself, even when you make mistakes. It is about saying, I am learning, instead of, I am failing. It is about noticing your small victories, even if the world does not see them. When you speak kind words to yourself, you begin to heal the wounds inside. These words are like soft sunlight warming a cold heart. Imagine a young woman who always compared herself to her friends. She thought, they are smarter, they are prettier, they are better than me. Every day, her mind repeated these sentences, and her heart felt smaller. One morning, she tried something new. She wrote on a small paper, I am enough, I am learning, I deserve peace. She repeated these words slowly. The first day felt strange, the second day a little lighter. By the seventh day, she felt a soft smile inside. She was learning to be her own friend. Language is a powerful tool for self-love. Simple English phrases can change how you feel. You can say, I am enough, whenever you feel doubt. Say, I deserve peace, when your mind races with worry. Repeat, I am learning, when mistakes happen. Each phrase is more than a sentence. It is a small act of care. Every time you speak it, you give your heart permission to rest. Let us practice together. Close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath. Now say softly, I am enough. Feel the words. Let them sink into your heart. Then say, I am learning. Feel the softness of understanding. Finally say, I deserve peace. Imagine a warm light filling the space where doubt once lived. You are practicing self-love through words, and every word matters. Self-love also grows when we write. Each morning, take a notebook or a piece of paper. Write 3 sentences of self-love in English. They can be simple. I am proud of myself today. I am learning something new. I am kind to myself. Do this every day. At first, it may feel small or strange. Over time, it becomes a gentle habit. Your heart begins to trust itself. Your mind begins to believe these words. Writing is like planting seeds of kindness. With care, they will grow. Sometimes we blame ourselves for things we cannot change. We say, I should have done better, or I always make mistakes. These thoughts keep us in pain. But with self-love, you can change the story. Instead of, I always fail, you can say, I am learning to do better. Instead of, I am weak, you can say, I am growing stronger every day. These small shifts in language feel soft, but are powerful. They guide your mind toward healing. Here is a small exercise to help you practice. Think about one moment that still hurts you. Maybe it was a mistake, an argument, or a time you felt rejected. Now, write one sentence of self-love for that moment. For example, I forgive myself. I am learning. I am enough. Repeat it slowly. Feel each word as a soft hug for your heart. This practice teaches you to be gentle, even with the parts of yourself you once judged. Self-love also changes how we speak to others. When you speak kindly to yourself, you naturally speak kindly to those around you. You notice the good in people instead of focusing on mistakes. You listen without judgment. You respond with patience. Language becomes a bridge, from your heart to others, from pain to peace. Every kind word you say in English or in your mind strengthens this bridge. It is normal to forget self-love sometimes. Old habits of self-criticism can return, especially when life is hard. That is okay. Healing is not perfect. It is a gentle journey. When you notice negative thoughts, pause and breathe. Repeat your self-love phrases. I am enough. I am learning. I deserve peace. Do this until your mind softens. Every repetition is a step toward a calmer heart. Remember that self-love does not mean ignoring mistakes. It means seeing them without harshness. It means understanding that you are human. You are allowed to feel sadness, anger, or fear. You are allowed to make mistakes. When you pair these feelings with gentle words in English, your emotions are no longer a trap. They become teachers. They become guides. They show you where your heart needs care. Take a moment now to write your 3 self-love sentences. Keep them simple and clear. Speak them aloud. Let the words wrap around your heart like a warm blanket. Feel the difference between harsh criticism and gentle care. This is the heart of healing. This is the language that helps you grow, recover, and find peace. As we move to the next part, we will explore forgiveness, the bridge that connects letting go and self-love. Forgiveness allows the heart to release old pain and open fully to peace. But first, continue practicing these gentle words. Let them live in your mind and your heart. Every day, one soft phrase can create a stronger, kinder, and more loving you. Forgiveness, the bridge between pain and peace. Forgiveness is one of the gentlest yet powerful steps toward healing. Often we carry grudges or blame ourselves and others for things that happened long ago. These feelings feel heavy, like chains around our heart. They keep us stuck in sadness, anger, or fear. But forgiveness can be a bridge. It allows us to cross from pain to peace. It does not mean forgetting what happened. It does not mean saying that what someone did was okay. Forgiveness means that you choose freedom for yourself. Think of a man who was hurt by a close friend. His friend betrayed him, and he felt angry every day. He thought, I will never forgive them. Every time he remembered, his heart tightened. He felt cold, distant, and tired. Months passed, and he realized that the anger was hurting him more than the friend. One quiet morning, he said softly to himself, I forgive. I release this. I choose peace. He did not tell the friend yet. He did not forget the pain. But the moment he spoke these words, he felt a small weight lift from his chest. Forgiveness, in that moment, was for himself. Forgiveness is a choice. It is an action you take, even when your heart feels heavy. When we hold grudges, our mind constantly replays old hurt. We feel powerless. We may try to control what others think or do. But when we forgive, we release the burden. We do not need anyone else to change. We only need to give ourselves permission to heal. Saying, I forgive, is like opening a window in a closed room. Fresh air enters. Light enters. Your heart begins to breathe again. Sometimes we need to forgive ourselves. We remember a mistake and think, I should not have done that. I am terrible. Self-blame keeps us in a loop of guilt. But forgiving yourself is different. It is not saying your mistake was right. It is saying, I am human. I am learning. I release this guilt. A woman once missed an important opportunity because she was afraid to speak up. She carried the feeling of failure for months. One day, she wrote in her journal, I forgive myself. I release this fear. I am ready to try again. Slowly, she began to speak kindly to herself. She found courage. She found hope. Using English for forgiveness can help your heart and your language grow together. Simple phrases like, I forgive, I release, and I choose peace are strong tools. Repeat them aloud. Try them when your mind feels heavy. Say to yourself, I forgive my friend. I release this pain. I choose peace in my heart. Each sentence is small, but it brings freedom. It allows you to practice both emotional healing and English at the same time. Let us try a small exercise. Imagine someone hurt you recently. It could be a friend, a family member, or a coworker. In English, you can say, I forgive you. I release this. I wish you well. Speak these sentences softly. You do not need to feel perfect forgiveness yet. Just practice the words. Over time, saying them will help your heart feel lighter. Language gives shape to feelings that are too big to hold silently. Here is another example. A man lost his job unfairly. He felt anger and sadness every day. He wanted to yell, complain, or hold a grudge, but he decided to try something different. He spoke softly to himself each morning. I forgive the situation. I release my anger. I choose peace. Slowly, he found calm. He could think clearly about his next steps. Forgiveness gave him energy to focus on growth instead of pain. You can also practice forgiveness in small conversations. Imagine a dialogue with someone you want to forgive. You can say, I forgive you for what happened. I release this hurt. I want to be at peace. I hope we can move forward kindly. These sentences are simple, and you can practice them with friends or in your mind. Each time you speak them, you give your heart freedom. You are training your mind to move from pain to peace. Forgiveness is not easy. Sometimes it may feel impossible. That is normal. It is okay if your heart resists at first. Do not force it. Start with yourself. Forgive yourself for small mistakes. Speak kind words to your mind. I am learning. I am enough. I deserve peace. Step by step, forgiveness grows. Step by step, peace fills the spaces where anger and hurt lived before. Remember the difference between holding grudges and freeing your heart. Holding grudges keeps the mind busy with old stories. It can feel safe because it gives you a reason to be angry or sad, but it also keeps you small. Freeing your heart with forgiveness gives you space to breathe. It lets you feel light again. It does not erase the past, but it changes how the past lives in you. You can carry memories without carrying pain. Try a short reflection now. Close your eyes. Think of one situation you need to forgive, yourself or someone else. Take a deep breath and say slowly, I forgive. I release. I choose peace. Feel your chest expand slightly. Feel the tension soften. Your heart is taking a gentle step toward freedom. This moment is enough. You do not need to rush. You do not need to feel perfect forgiveness. You only need to begin. Forgiveness is a bridge. On one side, there is pain and heaviness. On the other side, there is peace and freedom. Speaking words of forgiveness in English helps you walk across this bridge step by step. Every sentence you say is a soft step. Every small act of release is progress. You are not weak for needing time. You are brave for speaking gentle words and giving your heart a chance to heal. As we move to the next part, we will explore letting go of control. After forgiveness, we can stop trying to hold everything in our hands. We can allow life to flow, and we can find calm in acceptance. For now, remember these words and say them quietly to yourself. I forgive. I release. I choose peace. With each repetition, your heart becomes lighter and your spirit begins to rest. Letting go of control. Many of us try to control life. We try to control what people say, what events happen, or even what we feel. We plan carefully, we worry about every detail, and we replay the past to find answers. At first, it feels safe. We think, if I control everything, I can avoid pain. But slowly, we realize that this control is heavy. It creates stress, anxiety, and disappointment. Life does not always follow our plans. People do not always act as we hope. And the more we try to hold tight, the more our heart feels tense. Imagine a young man preparing for an important exam. He studies every hour, calculates every answer, and worries constantly. He tells himself, if I do not get the highest score, I will fail. On the day of the exam, things do not go as planned. Some questions are unexpected. His heart races. He feels panic. His control could not protect him. He realizes that trying to control every moment only increased his suffering. The contrast here is clear: control versus surrender. Control may feel safe, but it often brings tension. Surrender, or letting go, does not mean giving up. It means accepting what we cannot change. It means saying, I cannot control everything, but I can breathe. I can be present. I can trust life. True strength is not in forcing life to obey your plans. True strength is in letting go of the need to control and trusting yourself to respond calmly. In English, we have simple phrases that help remind us of this idea. You can say, I go with the flow. I trust the process. I take it easy. Repeat them slowly. Feel how they relax your body. Feel how your mind becomes softer. These phrases are more than words. They are emotional tools. They help your heart practice acceptance while your mind practices language. Let us try a small exercise together. Sit in a comfortable position. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Imagine something in your life that you are trying to control. A project, a relationship, or a worry. Feel the tension it brings. Now, say to yourself in English, I let go of control. I trust the process. I go with the flow. Repeat it 3 times slowly. With each repetition, imagine your chest feeling lighter, your shoulders softening, your mind calming. Letting go of control also helps us deal with uncertainty. Life is full of unknowns. We cannot predict the future perfectly. We cannot fix every problem immediately. When we accept this, we give ourselves freedom. We stop trying to hold every piece in our hands. Instead, we focus on what we can do: breathing, moving forward, speaking kind words, and practicing patience. Acceptance is a powerful choice. There was a woman who wanted everything in her family to be perfect. She arranged every meal, planned every event, and worried constantly about her children. She felt exhausted. One day, her friend said, "You cannot control everything. Let life surprise you." She tried something small. She allowed her children to make a simple choice at dinner. She let go of small control. To her surprise, the evening was peaceful. She felt relief. Slowly, she learned that letting go of control did not mean chaos. It meant space for calm and joy. Another way to practice this is through journaling. Each morning, write 1 sentence about what you will let go today. For example, I let go of worry about work. I trust the process of life. I take it easy with my mistakes. Writing helps your mind see your intentions clearly. Saying the phrases aloud helps your heart feel the release. Together, they create a small habit of calm acceptance. We often confuse surrender with weakness, but surrender is not weakness. It is courage. It is choosing peace over tension. It is trusting yourself and life. You are not giving up. You are opening your hands to life's flow. You are allowing your heart to rest. And in this space, solutions often appear naturally. New opportunities come. Your mind thinks clearly. Your body relaxes. Try a short reflection now. Think of one small thing you are holding tightly. Take a deep breath. In English, say softly, I let go of control. I trust the process. I go with the flow. Notice the change in your body. Your chest may feel lighter. Your mind may feel calmer. Even a small release like this makes space for peace. Remember, letting go of control is a practice. Some days, it will be harder than others. That is okay. Every moment you remember to breathe, every sentence you speak softly to yourself, every gentle act of acceptance is progress. Your mind is learning calm. Your heart is learning freedom. As we move to the next part, we will explore how to transform pain into strength. After learning to let go of control, we can see challenges not as burdens but as opportunities to grow. For now, continue practicing these phrases. Speak them slowly, feel them fully, and notice the quiet space that opens in your heart. I let go of control. I trust the process. I go with the flow. Each repetition is a soft step toward peace, transforming pain into strength. Pain can feel heavy, like a stone in your heart. At first, it may feel impossible to move. You may think, this pain will break me. I cannot handle it. But pain can also be a teacher. It shows us what matters. It teaches us about our strength. It teaches us about resilience. Resilience is the ability to recover and grow after difficulties. When we begin to see pain as a guide, our heart begins to change. What once felt like weakness can become power. What once felt like brokenness can become courage. Imagine a young woman who applied for a job she wanted very much. She prepared every detail and hoped for success. But she received a letter. We regret to inform you. She felt disappointed and sad. For a moment she thought she had failed completely. But later, she said softly to herself, I am learning from this. I will grow. She took time to reflect. She realized that the rejection showed her areas to improve. She practiced her skills, built confidence, and applied again. This time, she succeeded. The pain of rejection had become a teacher, guiding her to growth. The contrast is clear. Brokenness versus resilience. When we only see pain as suffering, it keeps us small. But when we see pain as a teacher, it helps us grow. Each emotional scar can become a source of strength. Each moment of failure can become a lesson. Life may be hard, but every difficulty carries a hidden gift. The gift is knowledge, courage, and understanding. English can help us express this transformation. We can use simple words that describe growth and strength. Words like courage, growth, healing, purpose, and resilience are powerful tools. For example, you can say, I find courage in my challenges. I am growing through my difficulties. I am learning healing every day. I discover purpose in my experiences. Speaking these words aloud reminds your mind and heart of your power. Language and emotion work together to help you feel strong. Another story can help. A man tried to start a small business, but it failed. He lost money and felt shame. At first, he thought, I am a failure. I cannot succeed. But after a few months, he reflected. He wrote in a journal, I am learning. I am stronger than yesterday. I will try again. He studied new skills and tried a different approach. Over time, he built a successful business. The pain of failure had taught him patience, strategy, and courage. The experience became a bridge to his growth. You can practice transforming pain into strength with a small exercise. Think of one event that caused you emotional pain. Maybe someone hurt you. Maybe you failed at something. Take a notebook and write a few sentences in English. This experience was painful, but I am learning. This situation taught me courage. I am growing through this challenge. Even simple sentences can help you see your pain differently. Writing your feelings in English strengthens your language skills and your emotional awareness at the same time. Pain often teaches us empathy as well. When we understand our own struggles, we begin to see the struggles of others. We speak with more care. We listen with more patience. We respond with kindness. Using English to describe emotions can help. You can say, I know how it feels to be hurt. I understand what it means to fail. I want to help others who are suffering. These phrases are small, but they connect your heart to the world. Sometimes transforming pain into strength is not immediate. Some days, the pain may feel stronger than your courage. That is okay. Healing and growth are slow processes. What matters is that you notice small changes. Each time you reflect on your pain and say, I am learning, or I am growing, you take a step forward. Your heart remembers each step. Your mind remembers that you survived and can continue. Think about courage. Courage is not the absence of fear or sadness. Courage is moving forward even when you are afraid. Every time you face pain and choose to learn from it, you practice courage. Every time you speak gently to yourself in English about your feelings, you practice both emotional and language courage. This is how brokenness transforms into resilience. Here is a small storytelling exercise. Close your eyes. Think of one painful memory. Imagine telling it as a story in English. Begin with simple sentences. I felt hurt when. It was difficult because. I learned that. I am stronger because. Speak or write these sentences slowly. Notice how your heart begins to see the lesson in the pain. Notice how your English words carry meaning for both your emotions and your mind. Remember, strength does not mean you feel no pain. Strength means you use your pain wisely. Strength means you allow yourself to grow from every challenge. When you repeat sentences like, I am learning from my pain, or I find courage in challenges, you remind your heart that resilience is possible. Every step, every sentence, every reflection builds a stronger, calmer you. As we move to the next part, we will explore finding inner peace. After learning to transform pain into strength, our heart can rest and grow in calm. For now, take a slow breath and repeat softly. I am learning from my pain. I am growing stronger every day. My experiences give me courage. Let these words rest in your heart. Each word is a small act of power, a bridge from brokenness to resilience. Finding inner peace. Peace is not something we find outside. It is not in money, success, or the approval of others. True peace lives inside us. It is a quiet place in the heart, a soft space where the mind can rest. Often we search for peace in busy streets, in screens, in achievements. But when we look outward, we may feel more chaos. Life can feel loud, crowded, and stressful. The contrast is clear: external chaos versus internal calm. Learning to find peace inside is like discovering a secret garden that no one can take away. Imagine a young man walking through a busy city. Cars honk, people rush, and advertisements flash everywhere. His mind is noisy with worry. I have too much work. I cannot finish. What if I fail? He feels tense. His shoulders are tight, and his chest feels heavy. But then he takes a slow breath. He closes his eyes for a moment. He imagines a quiet river with soft sunlight. He says softly in English, I am calm. I am still. I am free. In that moment, the city feels quieter. His heart feels lighter. He has found a small space of peace inside. We can use English to describe our inner calm. Words like calm, still, relaxed, free, gentle, and quiet help us name what we feel. Naming your peace strengthens it. You can say, I feel calm in my heart. My mind is still. I am relaxed and free. Each sentence is like a soft step into a peaceful room inside yourself. The more you practice, the more natural it becomes to notice calm in your daily life. Let us try a small visualization exercise. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Imagine a place where you feel completely safe and relaxed. It could be a quiet beach, a green forest, or a small room with soft light. Notice the colors, the sounds, and the smells. Now, describe it in English using simple sentences. You might say, the water is calm, the sky is clear, I feel relaxed, I feel free, take your time, speak slowly. Let your mind create a picture of peace with your words. Inner peace is not the absence of problems. Life may still bring challenges, but peace means you can face them without being overwhelmed. It is a soft place inside that helps you breathe and think clearly. When your heart is calm, your decisions are wiser, your words are kinder, your mind can rest even in chaos. Using English to describe your feelings can deepen this calm. Each sentence you speak is a gentle anchor for your thoughts. Imagine a woman who feels stressed at work. She rushes from task to task, thinking about all the mistakes she might make. Her mind spins like a storm. One evening, she decides to try something new. She sits quietly, closes her eyes, and imagines a peaceful garden. She repeats softly, I am calm. I am still. I am safe. She writes in her journal, I feel relaxed. I am free. I am gentle with myself. Slowly, her body relaxes. Her breathing becomes smooth. She has created a peaceful inner space that she can visit any time. Practicing mindfulness helps keep peace alive. Pay attention to your breath. Feel it moving in and out. Notice your heartbeat. Feel your feet on the ground. Name your calm in English. I am breathing slowly. I am present. I feel relaxed. Mindfulness is not about stopping thoughts. It is about noticing them without judgment and returning to the present moment. Language can guide you. Every word you speak about calmness strengthens your inner awareness. Peace also grows when we accept what is. When we stop fighting reality, life becomes lighter. We can say in English, I accept what I cannot change. I allow life to flow. I am at peace. These sentences are more than words. They are gentle reminders that control is not needed for calm. They help the heart release tension and the mind release worry. Here is a small reflection exercise. Think of a time recently when you felt anxious or upset. Close your eyes. Take a slow breath. Now imagine turning that situation into a soft, calm scene in your mind. Use simple English to describe it. I am calm. I am still. I am safe. I feel free. Repeat each sentence slowly. Feel your body soften. Your mind becomes quieter. Even a few minutes like this every day can build a strong sense of inner peace. Inner peace is a skill. It grows with practice, patience, and gentle attention. Each calm thought, each soft word, each moment of mindfulness strengthens your heart. You learn to respond to life rather than react to it. You learn to carry calm in your mind, even when the world is loud. Your English learning and emotional healing grow together. Each sentence spoken in peace is both a language practice and an act of care for your heart. As we move to the next part, we will explore building a positive mindset. After finding inner peace, we can shape our thoughts to see life with hope and strength. For now, continue practicing your peaceful words. I am calm. I am still. I am relaxed. I am free. Let them become part of your heart. Each repetition is a gentle reminder that peace is always within you. Your mind, your heart, and your language are learning harmony together. Living with gratitude and acceptance. Gratitude is a quiet, powerful light. When we focus on what we do not have, our heart feels heavy. We complain, we compare, and we feel small. But when we notice what we do have, our heart feels full. Gratitude is the practice of seeing the good, even in small things. It shifts our mind from lack to presence. It changes sadness into warmth and worry into calm. The contrast is clear: complaining versus appreciating. Complaining keeps us stuck in pain. Appreciation opens the heart to joy. Imagine a young woman who often felt frustrated at work. She thought, I never get recognition. I am always busy. Life is unfair. Her mind repeated complaints, and her heart felt tense. One morning, she tried something different. She took a notebook and wrote 3 things she was thankful for. I am thankful for the warm sunlight. I am thankful for my kind coworker. I am thankful for my health. At first, it felt small. But as she wrote each day, her heart began to notice more good things. Gratitude became a gentle habit, a soft light in her life. Using English for gratitude is a simple, effective way to heal and learn. Sentences like, I am thankful for, or I appreciate, give shape to feelings that can be hard to express. For example, I am thankful for my family. I appreciate my efforts today. I am grateful for my small victories. Writing or saying these sentences aloud helps your mind focus on positivity and improves your English at the same time. Every word is both a language lesson and a step toward healing. Gratitude also helps us see lessons in difficulty. Life is not always easy. We face challenges, loss, and pain. But even in hard times, there is something to be thankful for. A man who lost his job felt despair. At first, he thought, everything is ruined. Then he wrote, I am thankful for my health. I am thankful for my skills. I am thankful for my friends who support me. Slowly, his heart softened. He began to see opportunities instead of only loss. Gratitude shifted his focus and his energy returned. Practicing gratitude can be simple. Every morning or evening, take a notebook. Write 3 sentences in English beginning with, I am thankful for. It can be very small things. I am thankful for clean water. I am thankful for a smile today. I am thankful for my favorite song. Small things matter. When we notice them, our heart feels light. When we write them in English, our mind practices language too. Sometimes, gratitude also helps us accept life as it is. Acceptance is different from giving up. It is noticing reality without fighting it. When we combine gratitude with acceptance, our heart becomes calm and strong. We can say, I am thankful for what I have. I accept what I cannot change. I am at peace. These sentences remind us that life is not perfect, but it is still beautiful. They teach the heart to find light even after storms. Think of someone who often complained about small mistakes. Their mind repeated, "This is not fair. I am unlucky. Nothing goes right." One day they tried a new practice. Each evening, they wrote 5 things they were thankful for. At first, it was hard, but over weeks, they noticed a shift. Complaints became softer, smiles came more easily. Even small acts, like noticing the warmth of sunlight or a friend's kindness, brought joy. Gratitude changed the way they experienced life. Gratitude also connects us to others. When we notice what people do for us, we feel more love and empathy. We can say in English, "I am thankful for your help," or "I appreciate your kindness." Simple words strengthen relationships and open our heart. Sharing gratitude is like sending light to others. It multiplies happiness. Emotional healing grows not only inside, but also around us. A small reflection exercise can help. Close your eyes. Take a slow breath. Think of 3 things you are thankful for today. They can be people, moments, or simple comforts. Write them in English. I am thankful for. Say each sentence softly. Feel your chest open. Notice the lightness in your heart. Even 5 minutes of gratitude practice can bring calm, joy, and hope. Over time, it becomes a gentle habit that changes how you live. Remember, gratitude is not about ignoring difficulties. Life may still bring pain, loss, or challenges. But gratitude shifts your mind from what is missing to what is present. It helps you see opportunities, kindness, and beauty that might otherwise go unnoticed. Complaints shrink. Appreciation grows. Light returns to your heart. As we move to the final section, we will explore creating a positive mindset. After practicing gratitude and acceptance, your heart is ready to welcome hope, courage, and confidence. For now, continue writing your "I am thankful for" sentences. Feel them deeply. Let gratitude become your daily companion. Each word in English is a step toward both emotional healing and language growth. Your heart is learning to shine, one soft sentence at a time. The art of letting go. Letting go is not a single moment. It is a journey, a gentle practice that continues every day. We begin by noticing our pain, our fears, our regrets. We name them, we breathe. Slowly, we release them. Yesterday, our hearts felt heavy. We carried sadness, anger, and doubt like stones in our pockets. Today, we practice dropping them one by one. Every time we speak a kind word to ourselves, every time we say a healing sentence in English, we lift a little weight. Imagine a woman who once could not forgive herself. She replayed mistakes every day. She felt trapped. One morning, she said softly, "I forgive myself. I release this. I am free." She repeated these words in English. At first it felt strange, but day by day her heart became lighter. She realized that letting go is not about forgetting. It is about choosing freedom, moment by moment. She learned that each soft word, each gentle thought, is an act of renewal. The contrast between holding on and letting go is clear. Holding on keeps us small. It traps our energy in the past. Letting go gives us space to breathe. It allows our hearts to open. It allows us to live fully in the present. When we let go, we discover inner peace, self-love, forgiveness, and strength. We learn that pain can be a teacher and challenges can be opportunities to grow. Language can be part of this practice. Every English phrase we learn becomes a tool for healing. Saying, "I am learning," or "I choose peace," is more than language practice. It is a gentle act of care for the heart. Writing or speaking sentences like, "I am enough," or "I forgive myself," reminds us that words can change feelings. Every new phrase, every kind thought, is a step toward freedom. Letting go also teaches patience. Some days the past may feel heavy again. Old doubts may return. That is natural. Healing is not perfect. It is a process. Each time we notice our feelings and respond with kindness, we practice letting go. Each time we speak a soft sentence in English, we reinforce self-love and emotional strength. The heart learns slowly, like a garden growing in sunlight. We can carry small habits forward. Daily phrases, journaling, and mindful breathing help keep the practice alive. Say softly, "I am calm, I am free, I am enough." Speak these words when you wake, when you feel tension, or when your mind spins with worry. They are small anchors that remind you to return to the present. They are gentle reminders that you are learning the art of letting go. As we finish this journey together, remember, freedom is not about perfection. It is about care, awareness, and patience. It is about choosing yourself gently, moment by moment. Letting go allows your heart to rest. It allows your mind to think clearly. It allows your life to flow with more ease. Each soft word in English, each reflection, each kind thought is a seed of peace. Carry this message with you. Speak kindly to yourself, in English and in life. Notice your emotions, but do not let them trap you. Forgive, release. Love yourself. Breathe. Repeat softly, "I am learning. I am growing. I am free." Every day is a new opportunity to practice letting go. Every day is a chance to renew your heart, your mind, and your words. Yesterday's weight becomes today's freedom. Your journey of emotional healing and language growth continues, step by gentle step, with love, patience, and hope.